Yo, YouTube, it's your bro, Elliott here, getting ready to do another workout. My kids are on their way in, but before they do, I just wanted to chat with you about shoulder shit. And so we're getting ready to do another pressing workout, pressing 3 days a week. You can just imagine that the shoulder gets really sore. And my shoulders are not the best these days, especially because of injuries. I've torn both biceps and biceps attaching to the shoulder. I've fallen on my head and busted my neck, and it's got a bunch of different issues that all sort of lock into the shoulder, right? Neck locks into the shoulder, bicep locks into the shoulder. And so the shoulder starts giving some problems, and the first thing you want to do is look at the shoulder. Makes sense, right? But you got to remember the shoulder is a hinge, well, it's a ball and socket, but it's like locked into a bunch of other muscles that affect a lot of other things, mainly the foundation, which is your spine, which is my spine. And so, you know, just giving you old dudes some tips about how to keep the shoulders healthy, especially when you've had injuries. One of the things you gotta remember is you gotta mobilize the spine. You gotta mobilize the spine, because if the spine is stiff, then the shoulder's range of motion suffers, right? So once again, we tend to think about like the range of motion of the muscle or the joint itself, but what else is affecting the joint? And you know, everything is locked into the spine. So if you got hip problems, spine. Shoulder problems, spine. Neck problems, spine. Wherever you got problems, spine. Look at the spine. And so one of the things that I make sure that I do is that I mobilize my mid-spine by doing some thoracic foam rolling. Been doing a lot more of that lately, and just forgot how a locked up thoracic spine will affect the shoulders. So right now I'm doing a lot of shoulder mobility, just trying to get the ball and socket right. But before I got in here, I was laying on my foam roller, letting the joints pop, crackle, and snap as you lay back. And I've made videos about this before, so you guys aren't gonna get a chance to see me do it right now. But, you know, this is all in an attempt to open up the range of motion of the shoulders, a healthy range of motion for the shoulders in its 360-degree way, right? Like if I try to come up here and I got a stiff spine, look what happens to the shoulder, right? Stiff spine, and you're like, what the hell's wrong with my shoulder? Right? I got shoulder problems, right? But do you actually have shoulder problems, or do you have spine problems? Look what happens to the shoulder once the spine is mobilized, and look what happens when it's locked. And for me, my spine has a tendency to be locked. In a lot of times, I find myself hyperextending, right? Overextending, thoracic extension, and that also causes a problem too, right? So we really want the spine to be able to flex and extend. And the more mobile you are on the thoracic spine, the more mobile you'll be in the shoulders. So just a little tip for y'all. Maybe I'll do some demonstration videos for y'all another time. But my boy's here. You ready, dude? All right, cool. So we're gonna get going. One of those days, guys. Feeling a little stressed out, actually, just to be completely honest. But you know what workouts do? They take the stress away. Some of you guys have been asking how heavy is this bar or these bars that I use. These bars that I use are actually hollow, so they're a little bit lighter, in fact, sometimes than the normal barbells. This one is an axle, Apollon's axle. It's about 35 pounds instead of a typical 45-pound bar. Another thing I do just kind of keep the shoulders from snap, crackling, and popping is I keep my elbows a little tucked like this, almost like a powerlifting. I do like more of like a powerlifting bench press than your typical bodybuilding bench press. You can press more that way, and I just don't feel the shoulders stressed out as much. A lot more triceps. So I give myself a good arch, and I press from here. Or a lot of bodybuilders will do it from here, but man, I don't love the way it feels in my shoulders. Although it may be more pec, right? When the arms come this way, it's a lot more pecs. When the arms stay here, it's a lot of triceps, but hey. Another thing I notice when I'm bench pressing, the longer I make my neck, right, by extending here and dropping my shoulders down, the less impingement, cracking on my shoulders I notice, right? The more I'm here, right, the much more shoulder stress, because just look, everything's pulling in, it's tightening up, right? When I'm here, It's nice and lengthened. Boom. You're still warming up, right? That's not your first working set?
That's my warm-up set.
Okay. Good. Nice. Yep. Good, just a little bit, Ben. There you go. Good, squeeze it up, help her rack. Nice, good work. So why am I wearing a belt when I'm doing bench press? Because I like the pressure that builds up in the torso as a result. Is that weird? Is that bro science? I don't know. Maybe it's just my superstition. It's like the way it feels. Squeeze it up, kid. Get it up, get it up. Nice job. You're probably too strong for that now. Do these kind of pull-ups like that. We did this the other day. Do these. You can do that until you become too strong to do it. Benjamin's just, you're stronger than your weight. There you go, get up there. Good, those should be easy. Next set, we'll add a little bit of weight. That will be 10 pounds. So keep the elbows tucked, chin tucked, neck long, good. Easy, come on. Push those knees forward, sit into it, good. Good, sit down. Sit down, good. Make sure you're there to grab her if she needs help. Good. Yeah, way to use those legs. Mm-hmm. Yep. Under control, especially at the bottom. Help her. Good, way to sit into it. Keep those elbows tucked. Good job. Lead with the top of your head to the ceiling. Tuck the elbows, head to the ceiling. There you go, much better. All one thing. Tuck the elbows, top of the head to the ceiling. There you go. Top of the head to the ceiling. Good, pushing the ground down. Nice. Good job, Simone. I haven't squatted very much in a very long time. I don't like the way it feels. Squats used to be my favorite exercise, especially when I was in high school, college. I held a record in my teams. Now I don't even want to do it. I just gotta show you biceps. Yeah. Yeah.
How did you say to do it? Like down and then?
Yeah, let's do it together. This will be a good thumbnail. Again, you know, you go this side, I go this side. Yeah. Yeah, so body stays straight. Bring that. Yeah. Right there. You take your pinky and you turn it in like that a little bit.
Ooh.
Flex it even harder. Felt that?
That hurts.
I got push-ups. Hit some band push-ups. Cross the shoulders. Keep the elbows tight. Palms open wide. Good boy, here we go. Done.